Hello my loves, welcome to another studio vlog from Handmade Dorset. I'm Kuhla and I'm going to be showing you through my week this week. We're going to start with packing some orders, a quick trip to the post office, my 5 reasons why I believe my Etsy shop is a success, and tinkering about generally. Grab a cuppa, come and join me. New sticker sheet on its way. This is going to match the washi tape that's flying here within the next couple of weeks. Okay, let's have a look. So adorable. Bitty, bitty, bitty. That's so cute. Very happy with that. I think I'll there be going in my journal. Yum yum pig's bum. Lovely. Look at you gorgeous little people. So yummy. Look guys, I've just updated the little snowmen stickers. I mean, stop. They're too cute. This is my trouble. I just want to keep them all for myself. Oh, I don't want to wreck it. How adorable is he? Look at them. Oh, he's so cute. You know, is it wrong for a woman my age who loves cute things? I would totally play with dolls' houses. Not like dolls' houses like the posh Victorian fancy ones. I'm talking little ones made out of cardboard. Thinking about that, I was wondering about, you know, my Matchbox kits, which have a revamp of packaging, by the way. I will show you another day. But I was talking with my mum about it a while ago. Making the Matchbox kits so that each actual box could be like a room in a house, and then you'd have them piled up on top of each other to make the different rooms. How adorable would that be? So cute. And then you can have a little greenhouse by the side, or a garage, put a little car in if you wanted to. Yeah, I know it sounds really crazy. A woman at 50, whatever I am, I don't know actually how old I am. 50, maybe 3, something like that. I don't really know. 67 I was born. You make it up. Wanting to play with those little things, but you know, over on TikTok it's kind of normalizing that we're allowed to do that sort of thing. There's no rule against that's not right, or that's, anyway, maybe it's an autism thing, I don't know, but I blooming love it. I love all the miniatures. I love all the little diddlies. Yeah, so what do you think of that? I'd love to know what your thoughts are on that. And then, like, you know, I could make some little characters. Like I could do a little character in a bathrobe that you can pop in your your bathroom one, or I could do one, I don't know, like in an apron holding a trowel for the you know, the greenhouse nursery. What do you think? I'd love to know what you think. And actually, with the matchboxes, they're not very big. I don't know if they'd be big enough to allow that to happen. I'll have to try drawing out some sketches and see what we get, because that's a little bit thrilling. And actually, pardon me, I'm so sorry. Are they deep enough as boxes to house that, or do I need to actually create a new? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a new kit with a deeper box so that you can actually put a set in there. Oh, mates, I'm getting so excited. This is going to be amazing. She says, setting herself up for a fall, but there you go. Watch this space. Sitting in the garden to eat my brunch today because it's so beautiful, and also because the cutter is so noisy. I don't want to sit in there. I'd normally be doing admin while I was doing that. Oh, I've got cinnamon and dates in it today. Lush, lush. I mean, it is 1:45, so I am a bit peckish. It's so lovely here. We're really lucky. Little woofers come to say hello. You want some porridge, really, don't you? Don't love me at all. He's a good boy. Good little whipper. He's like, what are you on about, mother? He's smiling. That's a nice smile. Lovelies. At the end of last week, I talked about creating a card pack specifically for lockdown, because people aren't going to want to risk going out to the shops, and obviously it's really expensive if you're buying cards singly online. So I've made a card pack, and I'm only going to be able to sell so many of these because it's not cost effective enough for me, but I wanted to do my bit to kind of help people. So it's six cards, and they're going to be $6.99. I'm going to be launching them later, so I just want to show you what they are. I'm going to list them in a bit. I'm just taking my photographs. So they're all kind of cohesive. So happy birthday. I'm guessing these will be kind of back to front for you. I really don't know. Happy anniversary. Best wishes. New home. Thinking of you. I thought that kind of covered lots of things. And love you. Why not? So there's your 6. What do you think? Have I got the right selection? Is there some that I should have thought about and I haven't? Or did I miss anything? Give me a shout. Quite pleased with them. Let's get on with the day. Just off to the post office, got a little bit distracted by this beautiful rose. Okay, Mum. mask on, here we are. This is my gorgeous little post office. This is the butter market at Poundbury. So I've got my wax melt on today, and it's from the lovely little Wax Co. Look at that cute pumpkin. That's what's on it. It's absolutely delicious. Hello, my lovelies. Today I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I believe my shop is a success. And it's kind of a small success, but it's still a success. 13,000 sales and counting. Woo, it's very exciting. Thank you to everyone that has supported my business and is buying from me and has ordered products. Anyway, let's go on to the list, shall we? Okay, so number 1, honing down on one particular product, or at least one line of products. It's a way of helping your customer to know exactly what your brand is. So even though you could make candles and crocheted toilet dollies and plant baskets and personalized PE kits, the idea is that you give the customer a really clear message about who your brand is and what your business is. And seriously, if you go down that avenue, like I've stuck to stationery, I've gone right down to stationery, even though I used to make lots of different stuff. Just to scroll through my Instagram feed, you'll see, you know, not even 2 years ago, I was making all sorts of things. And it was just, as delightful as those things were, it was just confusing for my customers. And it really stopped me going as deeply as I could with the product that I've chosen to focus on making. So honing down and sticking to it and being brave and dropping other things that are bits and bobs on the edge has been a really helpful tool for me. Okay, number 2 is doing the work. So on Etsy, and I'm talking about an Etsy shop obviously at the moment, you need to do the SEOs, the titles and the tags. And I know it's kind of really boring, but you need to follow the rules in order to make it work. And you might even want to consider paying for Etsy ads as well. I pay for Etsy ads and I pay £1 a day. I think I just topped it up to £1.50 a day. But, you know, I do have like, I don't know, nearly 400 products in my shop. So it's helpful for me. If you're just starting out, you might not need to consider doing Etsy ads. So you need to do your research. Look at the free online trainings for Etsy. There's loads of different people that offer free courses. So, you know, the free courses until you get to the paid courses, the ones they offer you as a kind of bite into their coaching business or their etc. Cupcaketrainings.com, Renee Christine, she's fabulous and she gives you so much free stuff. It's really worth checking her out on YouTube. I'll try and link her below. And she has lots of other entrepreneurs working underneath her who have been made successful businesses using her methods. And Etsy itself have lots of free trainings. They often send you emails about it if you've signed up to those, but you can find it. I'll link that below as well. And it just tells you about different search words to use, etc. And you might want to try eRank. eRank is a really great, it works with Etsy. The E is for Etsy, rank. So the free eRank service is really brilliant, but I do know people that use the paid one and they say it's really worth the money. So that might be something you consider. And it just helps you to find the words that your customers are already typing into Etsy to find products like yours. And it helps you to know about your tags and your titles and stuff like that. I know it sounds really boring, but it's stuff that needs to be done in order to get your work out there. I mean, I know when I first started and I was making my sculptures and I would describe the sculpture, and of course nobody's thinking I really need to look for a miniature rabbit carrying a wagon of carrots painted in shades of pink. But that's what I was using because I didn't know. I didn't know to type in search terms that my customer would be searching in. So gifts for children, children's nursery decor, etc. So that's number 2, do the work. Sorry, that's the way it is. Okay, number 3 is social media. You need to post consistently to social media with a brand story. So as you scroll through your social media feed, people should be able to get a sense of who you are, what your company's about, and even down to things like the colours in your logo, the colours of your branding should be popping up in your social media feed, things like that, so that people, it doesn't take a lot for people to be able to grasp who you are and what you're doing. And if they see a post of yours outside of the realm of your social media feed, they still know it's yours because they've seen it so many times. It's so branded, it's so cohesive, they know that it's your post or your feed or your product. Does that make sense? Ideally you'd stick to just a couple that really work for your business. This is a note to myself. I'm now sticking to, hopefully, TikTok and Instagram because I find them so instant, of course, and they're visual platforms, and there's lots of communicative stuff going on there, which I know all social media is supposed to be, but I do find Facebook quite flat, and also Twitter, which is marvellous, by the way, for crafters and makers because they have so many hours to support us, and actually they're pretty good shoppers coming from there. I just don't have the time to put in those hours, and you really need to do it as a two-way thing. You can't just go there and chuck your stuff on and leave it. That goes actually with all social media, but I'll get into that in point 4. And obviously there's Pinterest as well, which is a fantastic, I know it's not made as a social media platform, but it does the work of it. It's phenomenal. That's something else you might want to check out. There are loads of free trainings on how to use all of these platforms most effectively. You just got to type it into the search bar and get on it. Also with the social media, you need to consider the reels and the stories because they're really, I think, the way that it's going. But again, there's loads of information about that online. Okay, point 4, and probably my favourite point, actually I really love point 5, but point 4 is community. Looking after your other makers and solopreneurs and entrepreneurs, supporting them in their business. And that means going on the social media. I spend easily half my time on social media, probably more, on supporting other makers. So you just go onto their posts, you write a 3 or 4 word comment if you can on half a dozen posts a day of other makers. Even if you can't find something wonderful to write about their product, if it's just not your cup of tea, or you just don't like it, you can still say, "Hi so and so, hope you're having a great day today," or "What was the weather like where you were?" It doesn't matter. You don't even have to comment on the actual post itself, on the content of the post, but you're making a comment on another maker's page, and it's so important in helping them to get seen by the wider community because the social media platforms go, "Oh, this is popular, people like this, we're going to show it to more people." So if you can go about liking and supporting your other makers, and it's not just tap, 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 or like for like, etc. There does need to be a certain amount of actual interest and actual engagement, but it's really important. Yeah. Okay, number 5, customer service. Customer service is so important, and it's actually a delight that I get so many good reviews and positive feedback on my customer service. Thank you all to everybody who's ever given me a review. It's really exciting. I think I've got a lot. I don't know how many reviews, but it's just fantastic when customers reflect back to you the work that you put into your business. So that can come from messages that you go to and from on Etsy, if there's any need for any of that, down to your packaging and to what's inside the package. So the packaging needs to really be beautiful. It needs to be, it's got to show that you care about the product and about their receiving the product in good condition. And I always imagine how it's going to be for the customer to open that envelope and take out their goods or whatever. So the idea is that you under promise and over deliver. So there's always something delightful for them to get. It doesn't mean giving away free things all the time. It doesn't have to be that. It can just be really nice packaging, tidy, neat, clean, considered. It might be a little note that you've handwritten with their name on it or whatever. Even if you can't write the whole note, at least write their name in by hand. It might be, yes, if you can offer a freebie, I offer my little bookmarks, and my daughter does postcards that we just pop in. And when you buy them in kind of bulk, they're kind of reasonable, as I've said before, so you can do that. For some people, if it's stickers, they pop in a free sticker. if they can. You know, obviously you need to make sure this works for you financially, but it's all about that customer service. Now, when it comes to messaging, you need to assume that you've done something wrong, and you need, really you do. And you need to always approach it with your very best self. And you have to assume that the customer is approaching you with their very best self. So even if they come over as sometimes being a little bit rude or sassy, I want my order now, capital letters, 3 exclamation marks, or it's not here, or I ordered this but you gave me this. Assume you did something wrong. Look at it carefully. Always respond with your very best self. I mean, that's from all of life. Doesn't matter how people are treating you. You don't have to be how they are. You can just come from your very best self. Hope that makes sense. So, lovelies, just to run over again, hone down on something specific, get really good at it, and be the person that everybody knows does that, so that they can share it and so that they can find you easily. 2, Etsy. SEOs, tags and titles. You need to do your homework, you need to do research, you need to read up on it and try it out. Change one item, one listing a week and see if it improves things. 3, social media consistently. Try and post every day to some social media platforms. Make your branding consistent throughout all the social media and make your message be the same, so that the voice that you're giving people is the same voice day in, day out. 4, community. Support your other makers, your other small business people. Don't have to be makers, they could be gardeners or accountants. It doesn't matter. Support the small biz community. Let's really bring this up, guys. Let's bring it up. 5, great customer service. Treat your customers like the gods that they are, because they are giving you a path to living the life you want to live. That's it. That's my 5. This is 10, but you know what I mean. Thank you. There's going to be so many bloopers in this. Cheers. Thanks for listening. And oh, I just seen a little birdie. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay, number 5. This is probably my favourite one. I like to do it. That's one of the little dances me and the grandkids do. Do you ever do these dances when you're eating? We get really excited. We go, oh, it's a happy food dance. Okay, so number 5, customer service. Okay, so come and join me. I'm going to be making I've been trying to think of a way to tart up my Matchbox Mates kits. I mean, they make these adorable. Creating a cart.